I think that it's very likely this is the only trial that we are going to get before Election Day. And this case is not a slam dunk, which means that Donald Trump may very well not be convicted. Acquitted is the worst case scenario for Democrats, because then it's the only trial you have. And Donald Trump gets to go out there and say, Joe Biden's prosecutors, which again, not true, came after me. His Department of Justice came after me, and they still didn't convict me. I'm still innocent.
A warning for Democrats from CNN as closing arguments are set to begin today in former President Trump's New York criminal trial.
OutKick host Tomi Lahren is here live. Well, when you frame it like that, Tommy, it sounds like this trial and all the Trump prosecutions, despite what Sarah Murray says there, were intended to help Democrats win the election. Knock me over with a feather, Tommy.
I love that phrase. I use it often in Biden's America. But I think that, to your point, this is really disturbing that you actually have, I guess, cosplay legal analysts on CNN talking about how they're really disappointed in the fact that they're only going to get one trial before the election, and it wasn't a slam dunk because they failed to prove that there's actually a crime here. And what's going to happen for Democrats if they can't actually put Donald Trump behind bars or mar his reputation in front of the American people? Then what are they going to do? Are they going to have to run on their policies? And Joe Biden, trigger warning, Democrats, you put Donald Trump into a corner, and that's where he does best. He does best when he's fighting. He was fighting in 2016. You called him a reality star. You called him a clown. You said he was going to destroy America. Then in 2020, he didn't have as much to fight for. Now he's back in 2024. He's backed into the corner. He's out swinging. That's when he performs best. And I guess trigger warning for the left. Get ready for maybe some tears this week. If justice is really served, Donald Trump will be acquitted, and I can't wait to see the meltdown.
So Quinnipiac has some new poll numbers out on this very topic. 62% say a guilty verdict would make no difference in their vote for president. Tommy, 15% say a guilty verdict would make them more likely to vote for Donald Trump. 21% say less likely. So add up all those numbers, and even if he loses the trial, to your point, he could win in the political arena. We've seen the Trump bump before, and we could see it again.
Yeah, exactly my point. He does best when he's got a fight to put up, and he's certainly got a fight to put up. I think that the Democrats also miscalculated here, that they thought that Donald Trump was like their candidate, Joe Biden, and he was going to be sleepy, and that putting him in a courtroom day in and day out was going to tire him. But it's actually seemingly given him even more energy. And when he's not sitting in that ice box, as he refers to it as, he's out campaigning. He's in the Bronx, where people seem to love him. He's going to Libertarian Party events. He's going to NASCAR events. I mean, this man has more energy than anybody I've ever seen, even at his age. And unfortunately, Joe Biden simply does not have that. He never will have that. And you can't indict Trump into making Joe Biden and his policies look appealing. So the left is a snake eating its own tail once again. And I personally love to watch it.
So how do the Democrats compensate for what Tommy just said? Well, they turn to Bill and Hillary Clinton. They're going to be hosting an exclusive Biden fundraiser next month. And this is going to be a fundraiser that's being held in D.C., Terry McAuliffe's house, with, of course, the D.C. elite there. So isn't this the Beltway fundraiser with D.C. elites playing into exactly what we think about when we think of the Biden administration only being helpful to the D.C. elites in the Beltway? It seems like they are not catering to the regular American who's experiencing real issues right now.
You know, Joe Biden has been great at fundraisers because there's a lot of rich people and a lot of, as you mentioned, the elites that still support Joe Biden for reasons unknown. But if your lifeline, as you put it earlier, Todd, is Bill and Hillary Clinton, I'm fearful for you. You know, as we recall, Hillary Clinton is a two-time loser. She lost to Donald Trump in 2016. So if she's your big calling card, if she's your big celebrity that you're going to trot out there to make you some money and to win over the hearts and minds, I think that shows the sad state of Joe Biden's campaign. And furthermore, he can raise all the money that he wants. He's actually really great at raising money. But raising all that money doesn't do much when your country is failing and your policies are failing. Again, Joe Biden doesn't have the energy. He doesn't have the policy. I've said it before. You can be old or a failure, but you can't be an old failure. It just doesn't work. The math is not mathing, as the young kids say.
Ooh, math is not mathing.
Tommy, thank you so much. Have a great day.
Tommy.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.